My name is Chimene and this is my F&P presentation. I'm just going to go through with you um, my topic, the topic that I have chosen concerning my documentary. Going through the context page, in my proposal, I speak about. Um, I decided to pick a topic about young entrepreneurs, which is something not a lot of people talk about in today's society. Maybe you will see adults doing documentaries about business ideas like Bill Gates, even movies about big celebrities who have, created items or products that have changed the world of this generation. But for but I wanted my documentary to focus more on young people because young people are the generation for tomorrow, and I know they will be they have the ability to become the next businessmen and women. As it has shown here on my proposal, I made a statement that on that the Telegraph newspaper says that the number of fewer than 35-year-olds starting businesses has rise for more than 70% since 2006 since 2006, and that is a big achievement for the UK, because if we look back through history, back in back in 2011, 2012, when the riot happened in the United Kingdom, and most of the people who were rioting were young people. And when you were as we were listening to the interviews, or why did they do what they did on at the time, is because they felt like that the government were taking money off them, or there's not enough jobs available for them. But this Telegraph newspaper says the opposite, and therefore there is potential and there's hope for young people in this generation. I also explained that my target audience is the age of 13 to 30-year-olds, and I will explain more details about that as I get to the target audience research. Here I have my F&P pitch, where I speak about. I'm just waiting for it to load. This F&P page is just a short summary of everything I'm planning, the things I'm planning to put in place in my documentary, and the research that I have done so far that that is attached to the subject of young entrepreneurs. For example, here's my schedule. My schedule for the year, or for the past few weeks before the deadline. As you can see, that the works of achievements that I have planned to do throughout the time to so that I can achieve my target before the 26th of May, before the deadline. And here I have my proposal that showcase my um, the reason I want to focus on young entrepreneurs. I talked about the mode address, as this documentary is really expository and participatory, in the sense that I am as a creator of this documentary, I am part of the documentary, but they only um, but my you will not see my face, you will not see me present actively involved in the activity, but you will hear my voice in the background as I am interviewing the people who are participating in the documentary. And expository is because of the as I wanted to have a voiceover in the background to explain um, the various histories and the people and the names of the people who have done great things for their world and for the generation in today's society. I have put down my contributors. His name is Benny. Benny is an author, poet, singer, songwriter, producer, author, online store owner, and he does so much more. But really and truly, here for this documentary, he focused on to talk about his online store. And also my second contributor is Andrew Manito. He's a fitness trainer who has helped many football players, those who were affected with injuries, to to build their fitness strength and to get them back healthy again through his networks. Also for my primary research, I talked about the target audience as I've planned to reach out to BBC Three, and as you can see here, that there's a high the rate increases for the demographic groups of 16 to 34-year-olds who watch the BBC Three channel, and that's the most important thing, because BBC Three is targeted to young people, those who are vibrant, energetic, and have a bright future ahead of them. Also, I talk about the demographics, the different class of people that we are reaching out to, that I am reaching out to for my audience, the psychographics, and obviously my target is for the aspirers, those who are seeking status, who are working towards their dream goals, and so on. And for the demographics group, my documentary is targeted to group E, which is the unemployed students and casual workers. As you can see here, there's more details about E4, or E4 is also a potential client for me to promote my documentary to, as they also are targeted towards young people also. As you can see, the graph shows an increased rates of females watching their TV programs more than men. But secondary research shows that the BARB, the most ratings, that most young people or the generation, the public audience watch the most in their household. As you can see, that entertainment is more highly viewed than topics about education. And as you can see, that documentaries are 12.29%, and that is a good rate for me, because as it is a documentary as I focused on. And due to high demands of social media, YouTube is another platform for my documentary to be presented to the younger audience, because there are so many YouTubers who are attracting the younger audience. Therefore, I should do the same to publicize my documentary on the platform. And as you go through my primary research, there's a research of the results of my survey, and the overall conclusion is that people are interested to watch a documentary about entrepreneurs, but some people will disagree. Some people may disagree that the documentary has really helped them to achieve their goals and dreams, and therefore it's important that my my topic, my project, which is out to every boy and girl, to to be affected, to be for their lives to be changed, and so on. Moving on swiftly. Um, I have my script here. My script here, which gives a clear idea of of what my potential for my shoot in a ahead of time of what I need to do. Moving on to the reflective journal. The reflective journal helps my progress towards the date of submission, which is the 26th of May, to talk about things that I've learned, my weaknesses, my strengths, things that I need to work on to make my production more better, and how my documentary has formed a story, has formed a story for the audience of young people through the research, through analyzing steps and the potential of what it has produced. For example, I have the and also towards the end, I talked about the progress of my editing, which it really went really well. But obviously, there's some few minors that needed to be worked on. But those minor parts will help me to make progress in my next documentary that I needed to do, because it has helped me. It has let me know that instead of leaving work at the last minute, I should do things quickly and smoothly so that I can have time to work on minor things that needs to be perfected in my work. Uh, Lastly, the problems that I've stated the problems that potentially may happen, and also some of the problems that have had happened um, in during the process of um, shooting, preparing for the shoot, and after the shoot. For example, college being cancelled, or contributors not responding quickly as possible, and so on. But the overall the process of this documentary has been a great success, and I believe that my audience will be impacted and they will enjoy it because of the depths of research I have done to ensure that it that the topic has um, has a potential to motivate them, to inspire them, and to make them great leaders of tomorrow.